people feel comfortable with us because they know that their money is in a program that has a consistent long-term track record through periods of high volatility, through periods of uncertainty, through these challenging periods, through recessions. And because of that, they feel comfortable with where their money is.
We try to hit singles and not home runs here, and I think our track record speaks a lot to that.
And when you can minimize their risk and still deliver a consistent return, I think you're delivering value that's worth its weight in gold.
Risk-return parameters are some of the best in the industry.
It takes more than 10 or 20 seconds to explain what financial futures are relative to ETFs, mutual funds, equities, fixed income securities. So the objections are easily overcome with a 5-minute conversation about each one. And then, invariably, we have clients come on board and never leave.
My role in the company is to oversee all of the management of our client funds. I'm also the chief trader for the Optimum income strategy. So all the decisions that are made for that fund ultimately are made by myself with the input of our team.
If you've been involved, as John has, for a decade and a half in the options business and looking at the S&P 500 index and at futures contracts on the S&P 500, you get a look and feel, you get a gut feel, you get a knowledge for how that instrument trades that exceeds that of most everybody else out there. He can, in live, real-time fashion, synthesize all that information to understand when to enter into a trade or part of a trade as he builds up the portfolio at the beginning of the month or winds out of the portfolio towards the end. I would interpret what he's saying as him bringing to bear all of his qualitative and quantitative experiences into one decision-making process, something that without his experience you just can't do. You can know the recipe for the meal, but if you're not an artiste, it's just a meal.
We started the Optimum income program. That's the name of a strategy that we developed here, an investment management strategy that focuses on two primary goals. First and foremost is capital preservation, and then secondly, consistent returns.
We're trying to shift the efficient frontier of a given institutional investor's portfolio out. We're trying to bring them more return with less risk. We're trying to diversify their portfolio such that we are increasing their yield but lowering their volatility inside their overall portfolio. And we can do that with the Optimum income program.
We've been able to consistently make money, which is one of the things that the Optimum income program is designed to do. We've been able to do it while preserving capital.
Basically, the strategy is to produce a gain between 0.25 and 1% every single month with very low risk.
And we offer full transparency. We offer incredible liquidity, competitive with even the most liquid funds out there. Allowing investors out on a weekly basis, I think, is us putting our money where our mouth is.
Our program is a short-term duration program. We're only in a trade for usually between 1 to maybe 2.5, 3 weeks at a time. We can afford to be patient and let the market come to us, and then we're in the trade, out of the trade, and then we're on to the next one.
There isn't a lot of volatility associated with it. If you look at the performance, it's fairly consistent month to month, and I think that's what's attractive with that particular fund is that it takes away the correlation with the overall market.
We use options to control our risk, and options are a way of insurance basically in the stock market. So if we feel like the market may be dropping, we have the ability to buy an option contract or buy an insurance policy basically against our positions.
In the event that we happen to be wrong, we always have the insurance in place, the portfolio insurance in place, protect them against a major kind of world-altering stock market crash type of an event. That's an important element in our management program and our management style.
The fact that it's a one-stop shop in essence, we've got attorneys here, we've got CPAs. When somebody's looking for financial planning or financial assistance, it's comforting to them knowing that they can come to one office and that we run the gamut in terms of financial services.
We have downside risk. Anybody that can grow has risk. But I think what our strategy is best described as is a risk-adjusted return engine that is one of the most attractive I've seen out there in the investment world.
If you look in 2008, our program generated about a 10% return.
The commodities market, as we at Newport Private Capital participate in it, is a fantastic place, and we've proven this in the recent past, over half a decade in our program and a decade and a half in Newport Private Capital more broadly. We've proven that that can be a less risky place to earn a very attractive return.